What's new in my more splendid than ever Photography Explained podcast? Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rick. I'm a photographer, blogger, and all things at the Photography Explained podcast. Now, this week on my blog and my YouTube channel, I am talking about my podcast because there have been some changes. So let's just get into this one right now. I've published well over 130 episodes of my podcast, and I've been thinking about some changes recently, and here they are. In this post, I will tell you what the changes are and why my podcast will be better than ever for the changes. Sounds good? Let's continue. The Photography Explained podcast is going to be published fortnightly on a Friday. The episodes will be longer, giving me time to explain things how I want them explaining. There will be a couple of extra bits, including a section where I tell you if this is relevant to you if you take photos with your phone. Longer, higher quality, more entertaining episodes, and a much happier me. What is not to love? Now, I'll tell you a lot more about this in the blog post and all the new stuff that I've got in there as well, because like I say, there's a couple of new bits. But before I go on, if you've got a question you would like me to answer, if there's a photography thing you would like me to answer in... I can't say less than 10 minutes anymore because it's going to be more like less than 27 minutes, which hasn't got the same snappiness to it, has it? Anyway, email me, sales@rickmcavoyphotography.co.uk. If you email me, I will reply, and that is my promise to you. Other than that, head over to the Photography Explained podcast, which is at the cunningly titled, which has the cunning URL, photographyexplainedpodcast.com. See, all sits together nicely, doesn't it? Okay, so what's my podcast all about? Well, if you don't know me, I'm Rick McEvoy. I photograph buildings. That's what I do. I teach building photography, architectural photography. Call it what you want. I don't care. Photographing buildings is photographing buildings to me. I teach it on my blog, in my courses. But on my podcast, I talk about general photography stuff. That's what I teach. And the point is, I explain things in plain English. I don't tell you what you don't need to know. That's irrelevant detail. And I used to do it in less than 10 minutes, and now I don't. It's in a longer period of time. Right, quickly. So, when I started off 139 episodes ago, would you believe, as a load of noon reminders coming on my phone, which is nice. My plan was 10 minutes to record an episode, publish it, job done, never come back to it. That was the plan. Then I listened to an episode and thought, do I really want to hear all those horrible sounds that I can hear? No. So I edited the episode, and after that I edited all the other episodes, and I've edited every episode since. But the point of this is it got me taking it a bit more seriously and thinking about it. And I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I've done 139 episodes. So episode 140 is going to be longer. It's going to be, I haven't recorded it yet, I'm just about to do it, 20 to 25 to 30 minutes, something like that. And it's going to have some different bits in it. So why am I doing this? Why am I making it longer? Well, I want to create the best podcast that I can. Not saying that what I've done is rubbish, but there's always room for improvement, isn't there? And things evolve. So like I say, after 130 episodes, I've been thinking, one week I missed an episode, another week it was late, and then I thought to myself, why am I doing this weekly? Why am I putting myself through this? The only reason I'm doing it weekly is because I think that's what I need to do. So I'm not doing it weekly anymore, I'm doing it fortnightly. And the episodes are going to be longer, and they're going to be better, and there's going to be some new bits in there. See, what I'm going to be able to do is to explain things more fully, in more time, less hurried, and I've got more time to write and prepare and script the episodes. So they will be better. Like I say, nothing wrong with what I've done. I'm immensely proud of what I've done, but these will be better. They will answer the questions better. And I will give you more of my personal experiences, because this is what my podcast is all about. It's me telling you what I know from what I've done. Because I've been doing this for, don't like the term donkey's years, don't really know what it means, but I've been doing this for a long time. I'll say it quietly, 40 years. I know I don't look old enough, do I? But I did start young. So yeah, do people want weekly episodes? They're not that bothered. Do people want higher quality? Yes, of course they do. So fortnightly and better works for me. So longer episodes, 20 to 30 minutes is the aim, higher quality. And the bit I want to talk about now is there's some new stuff on there. Now, in recent episodes, I've been writing about some stuff that, I don't know, I probably should have thought about it before, but if you're getting into photography now, how does that happen? How do people get into photography these days? Well, through a phone. You know, back in the day, and in one of the episodes of my podcast, I described the process, all those years of pain I went through to get to where I am now. But these days, how do you get into photography? Open the box, turn the phone on, take photos. You're done. Yes, it is that simple. Yes, I am oversimplifying, but there is a point in that. Loads of people who get into photography, that's all they know. They don't know all this other stuff, so we need to tell them that, and that's what my job is. That's what I'm here to do, is to help you. And in each episode of a podcast, I've got a little section which is very cunningly called, if I can find it, What If I Only Use a Phone? Now, I think that could be improved. I'm sure you agree with that, but that's the section in episode 140. So what I've spoken about, it's a photography thing I'm teaching, and it's a photography thing I'm explaining, but I'm going to give people who use phones only, I'm going to make it make sense for you and tell you if you need to know about it or not. Is it relevant or not? But these things, they will help. They help us all grow as photographers. But if you're using the phone, do you need to care? Sometimes the answer is no. You don't need to care. Don't worry about it. Sometimes, yes, it will help you take better photos, and that's what I'm all about. Quickly, can I mention my survey? photographyexplainedpodcast.com/survey. There's a survey there, 11 questions. I think it's 11, I can't remember now, I did it a few weeks ago. If you could go over there and fill in the survey, I would be most grateful. Okay, I'm done. This is Rick McEvoy Photography blog, talking about the Photography Explained podcast. Well, they're both mine. If I can't promote myself, there's something wrong with this world, isn't there? So thanks for watching. Next week, I think we're back to building photography, because I've got an exciting thing happening tomorrow that I might be publishing some photos of. Not sure yet. I might just write about what I did, but I've got a new bit of kit. I've got a new bit of kit to me, which I bought about 8 years ago to talk about. So that might be next week's blog post. But that's all for now. Check out my blog, rickmcavoyphotography.com. Check out my podcast, photographyexplainedpodcast.com. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you hopefully on the next one. And stay safe, take care. Cheers from me, Rick. And now the awkward bit when I press the remote control and it doesn't stop the recording. It didn't stop the recording.